to Model Kit Stuff. This is just a brief video to say that the voting for the subscriber special that we launched a couple of weeks ago is now closed. We said we'd run it for a couple of weeks. We've done that, and so the votes are now in and counted. So what have you guys chosen to build on the channel next? Well, you might not be surprised by who won, but I was definitely surprised by what else got voted for, so we'll talk about them all. So the Mogami has won, and at this point I'm supposed to say it was a close run thing, but it wasn't. The Mogami absolutely romped home, and I don't know whether people are aware of this or not, but as far as I can see, there is not a build of this particular kit on YouTube anywhere. So what you've actually voted for is something that we've not seen on YouTube before. So this will be really interesting. Now there is, I think there's a box review, in-box review maybe, and there's one or two videos around her in another configuration. So the Mogami had 3 iterations basically, and we'll talk about that in the introduction video when we get up and building. But to my knowledge, there isn't a build of this. I'm sure there must be on forums somewhere, but I'm not going to troll looking for them. This is largely going to be an out-of-the-box build, and it's also going to pose me a little bit of a unique challenge, because I bought this off somebody, and whether they were aware or not, I don't know, but inside there was some Tamiya paints, unopened, brand new bottles. So they came with the kit. So I'm going to largely use Tamiya paints on her, which is a paint system I'm not a big fan of. So a little bit of a challenge for me to get the best out of Tamiya. So that'll be quite interesting. So most of the way through this build we'll be using Tamiya paints, because I've got them, so might as well use them. Saves me going out and buying the life colour paint system that I ordinarily would have used. I don't have enough paint to do what we need to do on this, so there we go. It'll be mainly out of the box. I will add some railings, I might add some watertight doors and things if I feel I need it, but otherwise it'll be out of the box. Tamiya kit with Tamiya paints. Okay, but let's talk about the others. Don't worry if what you voted for didn't win. Everything that was on that list at some point is going to get built on the channel. So everything's going to be coming up. But it was quite interesting for me to see what got voted for. It actually surprised me a little bit, because in second place actually was the German Navy, came steaming up in second place. They got absolutely trounced by the Mogami, to be honest. Everyone did. But yeah, clearly the ships are popular, and we'll bear that in mind. And I had specifically chosen that as it's a kit not often seen being built, and I believe it has some issues. So when we come to build that, we'll need to look at that. And there are some issues because Trumpeter have effectively released the Hipper first, and then largely copied the Hipper for the Blucher, which is just because the sister ships doesn't mean they're going to be the same. They very rarely are. But in joint third place was the Zombies, which really pleased me because I wasn't sure that people would necessarily be interested in that or not. It was quite unique and a bit of a wild card really. And the 109, and that really surprised me. Of all those kits, I thought the 109 would be the one that would get no votes. If one of them was going to get no votes, I suspected it'd be the 109, but actually the comment that more than one person said was, it'd be nice to see the 109 because it's not a serious build, be a little bit of fun and something quite different to the other serious builds you've done. And I totally agree, and we will be building that. And I think the Zombies is the same, and maybe that's why it came in third. Ships are popular, but a little bit of fun was obviously something that was ticking the box for a number of people, so that's useful information for me. What did surprise me was the tank only got one vote, I think. Um, what surprised me even more was the DasWorks jet jet plane didn't get any. No one voted for that. One or two people said, I might be interested in that, but I'm going to vote for this. But no one actually voted for it, and that actually did surprise me a little bit. But hey ho. And I was a little disappointed that we didn't get many votes for the Fireflash. I thought we might get some more than that. I know I was keen on it. Clearly, other people wanted to see a ship more. So what we will do is we will build that next. So the next model that we complete will be replaced by that, and that is likely to be the Lysander double build. So when the Lysander finishes, that's likely to start, which means that I'll only be building ships. That bothers me a little bit. So when Warspite or Arizona completes, whichever completes first, or maybe even this, although it's not likely. Although we're not putting much in the way of photo etch on this, so this might build actually quite quickly. But whichever one of these of the ships completes first, we will replace that with an aircraft of some type. And I've got one or two in mind. We have that tropical hurricane, which I've sort of committed myself to wanting to build next. But also my next big build, I'd like to perhaps be a 132 aircraft. So if Arizona finishes, we're probably going to go 132, and if Warspite finishes, we're probably going to go tropical hurricane. Anyway, that is coming up next. Thanks everybody for the very kind words on reaching that 1,000 subscribers. Why it was important to me is we can now run some adverts and collect some money for charity. There'll be another video coming out about that very soon. I'm just waiting for permission to use logos and to talk about them. If I don't get that, then what we're probably going to do is switch the adverts off, because if I can't talk about it, then I'm not going to collect money on the basis that it's money being generated by you guys watching it. So that's where we are. Thanks everybody for all the lovely kind words and for looking in, and we will see you again soon when we try and get that Lysander over the line so we can start that. I'm going to go away and have a look at the instructions now and start scratching my head on how to tackle it. Take care everyone, see you soon.